What's up, everybody? Welcome to our annual...
It's like semi-biannual, like we do it every couple of years.
Is it? I feel like we do a Christmassy something every year, isn't it?
Well,
Don't we always do an eggnog?
The eggnog is like every other year.
Every other year? All right, well, welcome to our biannual eggnog episode. It's funny because I just didn't really feel like shooting today. I just wanted to be lazy. But I just didn't want to skip our biannual tradition. And then today, actually, we're making a cocktail that I've literally had... We use Monday.com to schedule things. Or actually, Marius uses Monday.com, and I famously ignore Monday.com pretty much for the most part. I go in there and give a cursory look at the Monday list of things to do. And one of the things that's been on there for like, I don't know, probably 3 or 4 years now is recreating the Jeffrey Morgenthaler Eggnog.
This was supposed to be our eggnog last year.
It was supposed to be our eggnog last year. I like to do an eggnog every year, just like in life. So like I like having eggnog during the holidays. My parents made eggnog when I was a kid. When my parents got old and they decided that they were over it, my sister took over the eggnog making duties. She makes eggnog every year as well, although I don't typically spend Christmas on the East Coast anymore. And I end up making eggnog all the time. And then me and my friend Dave, who is also another big eggnog enthusiast, would have an eggnog off on certain years, but he has an eggnog party every year as well. Eggnog is just a big part of my holidays, especially when living in a place like California where the winter time is literally only a little bit chilly, arguably sweater weather at night and pretty hot during the day. It's really hard to feel festive living here. And I like feeling festive and Christmassy. And one of those things is eggnog. Part of the reason why I didn't do the Morgenthaler eggnog is just because it is like, now there's a word popping in my head. Am I using it correctly? Let's see if you know, Marius. It is ubiquitous on the internet.
Oh man, I don't know. Is it?
I mean, everyone covers it. It's like everybody covers it. There's many videos about it. People love it. And I have yet to try it, but I'm a big eggnog fan and I should have tried this a long time ago, so I'm very excited about it. Before we get into making the eggnog, I just have a little tidbit of news about the eggnog that I think is interesting. If you go to Morgenthaler's site and you read about the eggnog creation, what I love, and I think what makes Jeff Morgenthaler such a darling in the bar industry is that he's so honest and unpretentious. And the story kind of behind this eggnog was that he became the bar manager of Clyde Common. He was coming from kind of a bar that wasn't like a cocktail bar. He was in charge of this very important cocktail program, and it was born out of insecurity. It was born out of a little bit of insecurity, thinking that his own eggnog recipe that he had developed prior wouldn't be cool enough for the people of Portland. And so he decided to do this recipe. Well, what he decided to do was a different eggnog every week, and this was the most popular of that batch of eggnogs. He did like a Manhattan eggnog and a bunch of other things. Enough talking, let's do it, yeah? All right, so we're gonna make this in a mixer, and you know what? I think I'm just gonna turn it on very low speed. First things first, where is my measure? Oh, I was like looking for my measuring cup. It's right there. And we are going to do 6 ounce, well, I just want the milliliters. I feel like the milliliters are better. We're gonna do 180 mils and try not to spill it all over the place at the same time. So we're doing 180 mils of milk. A little over, but you know, it's just a hair over. We'll just be throwing that into our blender. All right, we're gonna do 2 eggs. A 120 mils of heavy cream. And you want to just add this slowly so that it incorporates fully. I pre-did this, but it's 75 grams of sugar. Oh, by the way, I didn't just use sugar, I used baker's sugar or superfine sugar. And it's important to use something like baker's sugar or superfine sugar because it will blend into the liquid a lot faster than you would if you had like the bigger sugar crystals. Get yourself some superfine sugar, baker's sugar. You can find it in baking stores. You can't find it at Whole Foods, but you can find it at places like Ralph's. C&H definitely makes it, so. All right, what are we gonna do here? Baker's sugar. Yeah, I think that's it. We're just gonna go in with the booze, huh? What I love about eggnog is that it is very, very, very simple to make, and it's super delicious. And it works in lots of different formats. Like you wouldn't think that sherry works in eggnog, but it does. It really does. So 2.5 ounces of Amontillado Sherry, and then 2 ounces of Añejo Tequila. And I'm using this Volans, which I should have my head checked because this añejo tequila is hard to get. I think they only make it like a couple times a year, so. And we're just gonna give this a blitz.
It's fitting for Christmas thing, because that only happens once a year.
It's fitting for Christmas because what?
It only happens once a year.
Oh, that's true. Aha. So you can make a large batch of this, but I made a 2-person batch, basically. I didn't want to make like a 12-person batch. I do want to find a bottle, though, for storage, or maybe a jar. Should we put it in a jar? Yeah, we got a jar. Put this in our jar for storage. And we're gonna chill this overnight and then taste it. If we can find space in the refrigerator, that is. Our eggnog is ready! Let's get it out of the fridge. You're gonna see all the gross things that are in the fridge. All the syrups I haven't thrown away for like 6 to 8 weeks, sometimes 10. There's actually an eggnog in there that's 5 years old. Well, there's our eggnog. Here's our 5-year-old eggnog right here. See that? Should we taste that too? Should we taste this as well? I think we should. Oh, let's not forget the glassware. This is my one complaint about that stupid Smeg wannabe fridge. The freezer doesn't stay frozen, it defrosts, and then it gets condensation on the inside, and then it goes back into a cycle of freezing again, and then it freezes all the condensation into a puddle of water. So then you get all this like ice on your glassware. Not awesome. All right.
We can hack it if we want, but it's like a whole thing.
We could hack it? Oh, is there a hack for it?
Yeah, there's a channel called Technology Connections, and he did a whole thing about this fridge, and you have to replace the thermostat, and it's a pain in the ass, and then there may or may not be a fan that you need to change as well, and it'll fix the issue. I
kind of feel like that should be a you project, because you fix Porsches, you might as well fix the fridge.
One of these days.
Okay, all right, let's try this out. Ooh, nice and thick, just like I like him. Just like I like my ladies. Let's see. Can't have eggnog without a little nutmeg. Let's give it a taste. Nice and creamy. You get a little bit of the nuttiness of the Amontillado Sherry. So the Amontillado Sherry has this, look who's here.
I know, yes.
Look who's here. Are you trying to get some eggnog? Are you trying to get some eggnog? He's trying to get a little eggnog. What are you doing? What are you doing? Trying to ground score some cocktails or what? All right, come on. Off with you. Go lay down. Go lay down. Go. Go lay down. Go lay down. Go. All right, back to the tasting notes. Let's start with the tequila. You get all of those nice agave flavors. You get a little bit of the oakiness and that roasted agave flavor that you get with añejo tequilas. But the thing about this is that, well, not only does the añejo play really well with the Amontillado Sherry, but you get this nuttiness that's also a bit acidic with the Amontillado Sherry, and it really brings out a lot of the roasted agave flavors, and then goes so well with the thick, creamy, sugary, yummy eggnog. That's what I have to say about that. So there you have the Morgenthaler Tequila Sherry Eggnog. Sometimes the fact that I don't throw anything out that's in the fridge works for my benefit. I made this eggnog for a party 5 years ago. It's been in the fridge the entire time, and we're gonna taste it. Question is it gonna make me violently ill? Ooh, it's very gold colored, look at that. It's like, I don't know if you can see it. It just smells like booze, it doesn't smell bad.
It looks like Bailey's.
It looks like Bailey's, yeah. I mean, it's, you see?
Yeah.
See how tan it is? It's like goldish, tannish color. You know what's funny about it is that as it ages, it starts to lose like some of the creaminess and sort of flavor of the dairy that's in there, and it starts to just taste more and more like the booze. Not great after 5 years, I gotta say. I think that like the sweet spot is 2 years.
2 years, yeah.
Yeah, I think aged eggnog, you go 2 years and it's great. 5 years, not so good. Kind of tastes a little bit like eggnog boozy cardboard. How am I gonna call it anything? So I think this is done, no more in the fridge. And this is what happens when we clean out the fridge at the studio. Today's Educated Barfly video is sponsored by the Educated Barfly. I don't know if you guys know this, some of you do, some of you don't, but we've got lots of really good products in our store and we are constantly adding to those products. One of our very new additions, freeze-dried garnishes. So whereas a dehydrated garnish gives you sort of like a more tea-like caramelized scent, the freeze-dried version of that is a little bit brighter, and then all the sugars when you freeze dry it come to the surface, and so you get a very bright, fresh orange flavor. These guys have been a real big hit since we put them in the store. We get lots of orders for them. We also have a little bit of glassware. We have our now kind of iconic Nick and Nora style glass that we did in a regular and honeycomb pattern. This is a 6-ounce glass, kind of Nick and Nora style. And we have a brand new, more coupe style glass. It's 7 ounces. We also have the honeycomb pattern in this as well. So if you're a fan of the channel and you want to help us out, this is a very good way to help the channel and then also get something out of it. A lot of this is the glassware that you see in our videos, and so you'll be able to recreate the same cocktails that we make in the studio at home with the best possible recipes, the best possible instructions, and now the best possible glassware and garnishes.